Hey folks, this is Sudipta here. Welcome to my channel Other Musings. Today I've come with a pick a card reading that is intended to be very short, very brief, very to the point, a check of your current energy level, right? And when I say current energy level, I mean what kind of what what is that one thing that you need to be aware of right at this point whenever you are seeing this reading? What is that one thing that you need to really focus on that may be changing for you, right? So it's aimed to really pinpoint and give you very precise direction at this very moment whenever you are coming across this reading, so that you can work on that and you can take it to the next step, right? So this is supposed to be a very precise, very brief reading, and for all the groups I will try to keep it short and keep it sweet. So you have four groups in front of you. Rather, there are four numbers in front of you, numbered 1, 2, 3, and 4. As usual, take your time, meditate, look at those numbers, and whichever number resonates with you the most, stick to that number. And the timestamps for each number will be given in the description box below. So once you have made your decision, click on that number and I will meet you in that particular group with your specific reading. Now before we move on, as usual, a few disclaimer. This is a general reading. Plus, here I will try to be very short and sweet. So I may miss some things that may not resonate fully with some of you. So pick whatever resonates with you the most and forget the rest. Also, I do offer personal readings. You can also follow me on Facebook and Instagram. The links for all of that will be given in the description box below. If you follow me on Facebook, I post regular updates over there about my future readings. I also post some other stuff related to spiritual insights and spiritual stories that you can certainly benefit from. So having said that, I'm going to now stop over here. I'm going to leave those numbers in front of you for you to pause the video for about a minute or so that you can look at those and you can select your number based on your inner intuition. Hey, group 1, for those of you who have chosen this number 1, so let's see what's a kind of a brief checkup on your energy, on your current mood, current vibrations, whenever you are seeing this reading. So group 1, I think what's happening is you may have been passing through a phase where you are feeling a little let down, where you are feeling a little a dejected, morose, where you may have felt that fate has not been in favor of you. There have been maybe a phase where you have had to tackle with too many obstacles in your road, unexpected hindrances coming, unexpected problems cropping up in your life, both from emotional side, maybe from financial side, maybe from a career side of things, whatever it is, right? And so there has been a phase where things may not be probably moving the way you are expecting them to move, right? You are feeling that the world is out to get you. Things are a little bit maybe stagnant, and because of all that, you had you had kind of resigned to your fate, and you were kind of, feeling a little, you're brooding, and you are more happy to stay, inside your own inner cocoon, and not ready to go out and explore the world. But I think that's all is changing right now. So whenever you are seeing this reading, that's all is changing. And that's all is going to change, and that change is going to happen in a fairly rapid manner, in a fairly quick manner, right? Because clearly the Five of Cups coming over here reversed, right? That means, again, so you are now ready to go out into the world. You are now ready to explore new opportunities. You are now ready to, explore maybe new romantic angles, right? Explore new alliances, right? So you're kind of coming out of that cocoon. You're coming out of that period of lingering, that period of brooding by yourself, not really going out to mix with others, right? And plus, you have the Fate card over here reversed. So again, just by this coming out reversed, it suggests that you are now prepared to accept that you are now not ready to leave everything to fate, right? Yes, fate plays an important role in our life, right? So fate may also have a lot to do with the overall direction that we take in our life. But as human beings, as individuals, we can also change fate to a certain extent. We have that free will. God has given us that the capabilities. God has given us, the strength, the decision-making power, the discriminatory power to change our fate, right? I think that's what you may have realized that resigning everything to fate, accepting your fate blindly, is not a good thing to do, right? And that's just a lame excuse at sometimes for us being lethargic, for us being procrastinating too much and leaving everything to fate. That is not the right thing, right? That is not the right attitude for us to take. I think that's the realization you must have had. So now you have decided enough is enough. I need to go out into the world again. I need to start things all over again. I need to pick up from wherever I have left off. Right? I need to maybe, maybe this was an emotional issue, maybe this was a relationship issue that had briefly let you down. And now, you are prepared to explore new, new friendship. You're prepared to explore, new romantic possibilities. So you have this is a card from the Moonology deck. It says a new romantic cycle begins, right? New moon in Libra. So this is probably the time for you to feel more balanced, more grateful, right? And it also, not only from the relationship cycle, maybe a new romantic angle is going to come into your life, right? But it's also about, feeling that overall balance, feeling that overall, that attitude, that balanced attitude, and that willingness to go out into the world once again, that feeling of encouragement to really go after not only your relationship goals, but also your career goals, your financial goals, whatever it is, that's that has bothered you in the past. So this talks about all that, right? And you have the Eight of Wands card over here, plus, you have this within the next few weeks, right? So both of these cards, clearly suggest that things are going to move very fast for you. Things are going to move very rapidly for you, right? And because the Eight of Wands talks about that rapid advancement, things moving fast, right? Whereas this is also talking about the same thing within the next few weeks. So whatever is happening is going to happen very fast. It's going to happen, within, as this one suggests, within the next few weeks from whenever you are seeing this reading. And if you look at this affirmation card, right? This affirmation card talks about, I accept my uniqueness, right? I accept my uniqueness. And if you turn it over, it says, there is no competition and no comparison. For we are all different and meant to be that way. I am special and wonderful. I love myself. Right? So I think maybe it was that feeling. So this kind of again resonates with the overall message, right? That you are accepting that you are unique. Maybe you have some special qualities. Maybe you are different from others, in a positive way. And the very fact that you are different from others, there's nothing to be ashamed about. Rather, it is something to be proud about, because you are bringing something unique to this entire world. Right? We are all unique in one way or another. Right? Maybe that feeling is now finally coming up in your mind, and that is providing you that confidence, that encouragement to really shake off that lethargy, really shake off that lack of self-belief in yourself, right? Shed off that cocoon, shed off that shell you had created around yourself, and to really start exploring new opportunities, start exploring new relationships, start exploring new options, right? I think that's the overall vibe I am getting from this particular spread. So things are going to are turning in a more positive way for you, and things are going to happen, or that whatever that transformation, whatever that change of perception, that change of mindset that you are going through right now, that's going to happen in a very rapid rate, right? So there must have been something or some combination of things that may have finally given you that self-belief, that may have finally helped change your mindset, right? And now that you are no longer happy to resign everything to your fate, rather you want to go out again, you want to shed off that that cocoon, you want to come out of the cocoon, you want to explore new romantic cycles, you have got more balance in yourself, right? More self-belief in yourself. You know that you have some unique capabilities. You can make a difference, maybe even in a small way, in this world, from whatever you have to offer, right? From your thought process, right? So it talks about an overall, in a way, it talks about a kind of a transformation of your mindset, a transformation of your perception, greater self-belief, a more positive attitude, an attitude, where you are willing to explore, you're willing to take things in your own hand and not let everything be dictated by fate, and talks about new possibilities, more balanced attitude, new possibilities in terms of romantic angles, in terms of financial angles, in terms of maybe different career angles, whatever may most resonate with you, right? So I think that's all I have for you, my group number 1. And again, as promised, this is supposed to be a very brief, concise vibration or energy check for you whenever you're reading this reading. So hope this resonates with you. With this, I think I'm going to end this reading, and I hope I will see you in another video in the future. Bye. Hey group 2, for those of you who chose the number 2, this will be your reading. Again, this will be, just as I mentioned in the introduction, this will be a very brief, concise check of your current energy level, what precise thing that you need to, you may be going through right now whenever you're coming across this reading. Okay. So group 2, I think for you people, this is all about that new spark in your life, right? That new idea, that new creative urge, that new possibility, that new opportunity that you may have just come across, or that you may have just felt in your heart, in your mind, right? That so definitely you people are. I see a lot of air energy, right? Because I have the King of Sword over here, and then I also have the new moon in Gemini card, right? So there's definitely a lot of air energy, so you people are definitely creative people. You people are related to. You have some creative, some artistic talent, some creative skills. Creativity, communication is your forte, right? And so it could be something to do with you may be songwriters, you may be singers, artists, painters, maybe you may have a band. You may also be, related to some field that requires a lot of this creative and communication skills, like maybe some legal field, maybe in some ad-related fields, whatever it is. Maybe you are a filmmaker, you're a documentary maker, whatever it is. You are associated in some way or the other with something that requires creativity, that requires communication, right? So creativity and communication are very key things for you at this moment, right? And I have the star card over here, right? And then I also have this affirmation message over here, right? And this affirmation message, it clearly says, I now create a wonderful new job, right? And it's like, you see these eyes all over. And then if I turn this card over, there's like more detailed message. I am totally open and receptive to a wonderful new position, using my creative talents and abilities, working for and with people I love in a wonderful location and earning good money, right? So maybe you have just got a good job offer, right? Maybe you have been able to set up something of your own where and again I draw your attention to these eyes over here, right? These eyes over here plus the star card, it's like that sudden spark. That's why I was using that word sudden, right? It's like that sudden opportunity, that sudden spark, that sudden creative urge, right? That must have opened a new door, a new opportunity for you, where you may have either got a new job offer where you feel that your particular skills will be put to good use, or you may have set up something of your own, maybe a small venture where you have that group of people, maybe your friends or maybe some other equally minded people, with whom you're going to enjoy working, with whom you are excited about starting something new, excited about walking on a new path, right? So this definitely talks about a career, a new career venture, or exploring that opportunity, different opportunity, right? And where it requires that your talent, your skills that you already have. It also talks about, and again, drawing your attention one more to those eyes over here, right? We also have the King of Swords. It's that sudden, that clarity, right? That inner vision, right? Where you are suddenly seeing things, where you are suddenly sensing the opportunity, sensing the way forward, what you need to do, what has come your way, new spark, new idea, right? And then I had this happy card coming over here reversed, right? So the happy, it has come out reversed. Now, this come out reversed, it's actually very positive for you, right? So that means you are not content with wherever you are. You are not happy with wherever you are, right? And that's because you feel like, you have a lot to offer. You have a lot of talent in you that you haven't put to good use yet. You are still looking out for that opportunity, which you haven't got yet so far, right? That's why, you are not completely happy. You are not completely content because, you feel like I have a lot more to offer. I have a lot more to give. I'm still waiting for that good opportunity. I'm still waiting for that, that door that is yet to be opened for me. And similarly, the look for a sign. That look for a sign. This is also coming out reverse. That means two ways. In two ways, you can interpret this card. Either, either you have already got that sign. I think the divine, the universe has already given you that sign, and the sign has come from your inside in terms of a new opportunity, in terms of that new creative urge, that new bright idea, right? So that you have already got that sign. You don't need to wait for that sign anymore. And secondly, you don't need to wait for any divine sign, right? I think because you already possess that inner talent, that inner skill, and you already have that inner urge And as I said before, the universe is already presenting you with concrete opportunities. So you don't need to wait and linger further, waiting for some sign showing up for you. No, it is not about a miracle. Right? I think that's the way I interpret this card coming out reverse. It's not about a miracle. It's not about a sudden flash of something suddenly appearing out of nowhere. No, it's all about you making use of your talent because you already have that talent. You getting that clarity. Making use of the opportunity. You setting up something on your own. Or you joining a place, where the universe has already presented you the opportunity. So they don't need to provide you any separate miracle sign, right? I think that's the way I interpret that. So whatever it is, it's definitely a bright and positive phase. It's definitely a time for you to really make use of your talent, really make use of your creative arts, really make use of your communication skills, right? And communication is key, it's clearly saying. So again, this group is all about communication, creativity, and it's getting that your clarity back, finding the way forward, knowing what to do in the next phase of your life, and setting out to do that, right? Not feeling content because it is not time yet for you to be content and be relaxed because you have a long way to go. You have a lot to offer, right? So contentment, though it is good, but at this point of your life, at this stage of your life, whenever you are seeing this reading, that contentment is not a key element for you. Because for you, you have to travel that path. You have to really offer your talent. You have to really make use of the inner potential that the universe has given you. That's why, again, you don't need to look for any external sign. Make use of your talent. Make use of your inner creative arts, communication, right? Set out to do whatever you have been wanting to do. Right. So I think that's the overall the vibe that's the overall feeling that I'm getting from this particular spread, my group number 2. Hope this resonates with you. I think with that I'm going to take your leave for this particular reading. And I wish you all the best for whatever that new venture you are setting out to do, whatever that new opportunity that has been presented to you. And I'm sure you're going to make good use of that because, again, you have the King of Swords over here. With that, I'm going to end this reading over here, my group number 2, and I hope to see you in another reading in future. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give me a like and comment. So, for now, bye. Hey group 3, for those of you who chose the number 3, this will be your reading. Again, as I mentioned in the introduction, this will be a very quick, very brief, to the point, a check of your current energy level, what you may be going through at this moment whenever you are seeing this particular reading and what to expect from this point onwards. So group 3, clearly I sense that you may have gone through a lot of turbulent phase in your life, right? A lot of ups and downs where you have had to fight with different obstacles, fight with maybe different people, maybe fight with your inner emotions to an extent. So it may not have been a very smooth journey for you so far. It's because I have the nine of Wands. A good thing is it has come out reversed, right? And then I also have the 5 of Cups over here, again reversed. Both of these are good, coming out reversed. So there may have been a period, there may have been a brief phase or maybe an elaborate phase in your life where, an extended phase in your life where you were not perfectly happy with yourself, with your surroundings, maybe with someone or some people in your life. And it was a continuous struggle for you, maybe from an emotional side, maybe from a financial side, maybe from maybe a little bit of everything, maybe some struggle. So a struggle. I feel there was a phase in your life where you had to struggle with your faith, struggle with your surroundings, struggle with your with the financial side, maybe struggle with your career, your relationships, right? And that's why you may have tended to, you may have felt more comfortable, living in isolation or not mingling with others, right? And staying aloof in your own world, right? But what this reading is showing, this energy check, whenever you are seeing this reading, it is reassuring you that no need to think about all that anymore. I think you have left your darkest phase behind. You have left your that period of intense struggle, that period of intense ups and downs behind. Right? So now you can really come out. Now you don't need to keep yourself aloof anymore. Now you don't need to keep yourself isolated anymore, right? Because I think now is the time for you to really be assertive, right? This is a beautiful card. Be assertive means go out. And see, this be assertive card has come out directly below the Five of Cups, and the Five of Cups itself is reversed. So these two together is telling you, and plus the Nine of Wands has come out reversed. So if I just look at these three cards, it's telling us that your period of struggle is over, and you have had to fight you have been very courageous, you have been very strong, you have fought that battle, but I think the worst is over. Now you can look forward, and your future is very bright, right? Your future is full of prosperity and abundance, and now is the time for you to really assert yourself. Now is the time for you to really express yourself. Maybe you have some talent. Maybe you have some potential that you have so far hidden, that you have not allowed to fully blossom so far. Now is the time for you to let that inner talent, inner potential blossom. Now is the time for you to nurture those things that you have always wanted to do, that you have always felt like doing. Now is the time for you to really come out of the cage, come out of the cocoon, come out of that shell, right? And do whatever you want to do with full confidence, with full self-belief. Because I have this moonology card over here that's saying the luck is on your side. The new moon is in Sagittarius, right? So luck is in your side. So now is the time for you to also express your passion, express your desires. Right? Because see, this also shows this bow and arrow, and the arrow is like pointing towards something, right? So when I look at this card, it also tells me that you have something in mind, right? You have been wanting to do something for some time, but it's probably that a combination of too much of ups and downs in your life, and that lack of self-belief, and that maybe in a way some fatigue in your life, having to deal with a lot of obstacles, having to deal with a lot of negative energies around you, right? Maybe that had created some barrier, right? And that's why you were hesitant to follow your dreams, to follow your aspirations, to follow your ambition. But now it is telling you, go ahead. Time is ripe for you. Now is the time for you to be assertive and stop thinking anymore. The Thinker card has come out reversed. I think this is good. This is the Thinker card. It has come out reversed. So this is in a way good. That means it's telling you, again, the Thinker card coming out reversed, be assertive, Five of Cups coming out reversed, all tells the same story. You have thought enough. Now is the time for you to act and really act on and realize your fullest potential. Realize the fullest possibility that life has to offer for you. Now is the time for you to be assertive, to express yourself. Come out of the shell, come out of the cocoon. You have fought enough. Yes, the life for you has been arduous. Yes, the life for you has been tough. But the worst part of that is over. Now, luck is on your side and things are looking up. Things are looking up. Finally, I also have this affirmation card. And again, this has come out directly below the luck is on your side. Right? And the affirmation card is saying, all is well in my world. And if I turn it around, it further says, everything is working out for my highest good. Everything is working out for my highest good. Out of this situation, only good will come. I am safe. So it not only reassures you that whatever struggle you may have had to go through, even that was for a reason, that was for a purpose. It was meant to make you strong. It was meant to, work out, your bad karma. It was all meant for your highest good. And now that is over. And all that time it also says, see, I am safe. I get the sense that, you are also protected. The universe is reassuring you that not only the worst is over for you, but even in that worst phase of your life, and even in your journey forward, you are protected, you are safe. Even in that worst phase of your life, you may have thought, it is the worst, but even in that worst phase, you are protected. Right? So luck is always on your side. Luck has always been on your side. You may not have felt it at certain times, but the universe is reassuring you that the worst is over. Go out in the world, express yourself, be assertive, express your fullest potential. Work on whatever you have always wanted to work. Express that desire, that passion. Now is the time for you to fulfill that. Now is not the time for you to sit back at your home and keep thinking and keep brooding. That part is over. That is done. Right? Now is the time for you to act. Be full of life. Be full of passion. Be full of vigor. Right? Do whatever you have set out to do. Because again, the universe is telling you everything is well in your world. Right? Everything has worked out in your favor. Right? And your future is full of possibilities. It's full of good fortune, luck, abundance. So I think that's a very reassuring spread for you, my group number 3. And sorry, I think it's also it emphasizes the healing that you need to undertake. That it's probably also a healing phase of your life, where you are coming out of that tumultuous phase and you are walking onto a new phase, and that is more full of self-fulfillment, self-healing, giving shape to your long-cherished dreams, aspirations, right? And really expressing yourself, feeling that confidence in yourself to express yourself out there, right? To really take yourself out there and open up yourself. Maybe you have something to offer that other people can benefit from. So it's a very strong, very reassuring spread. I think hope it resonates with you. So with that, I think I'm going to close this reading right here. And again, as usual, if you like this reading, do give me a like and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to leave me a comment. I hope to see you in another video in the future. For now, bye. Hey group 4, for those of you who have chosen the number 4, this will be your reading. And again, as I mentioned in the introduction, this will be a very precise and very brief energy check of what you need to do from this point onwards whenever you are seeing this reading. What is the dominant energy, the dominant message for you at this point, right? Very brief, very precise, very to the point. So group 4, I feel like you may have recently gone through some setback, and I think more it may be more on the financial side, maybe more on the career side. Maybe there was some unwise, some faulty planning on your end. Maybe some self-deception. Maybe some that lack of clarity at your end. The lack of planning, the lack of proper planning. Maybe some lack of. Maybe some amount of procrastination, not doing the adequate homework, that may have caused some distress, some loss, maybe on the financial front for you, right? But when I look at it, so you have the 7 of swords over here. So I think that's what it talks about, that inner conflict, like it's like deceiving yourself, or not being able to do the proper homework, not being able to take the things to the fullest extent, a failing plan, but directly below that I have the mending card over here, the mending, right? And the mending card, I also have the hermit card over here, upright. And what's interesting is, with the hermit card, it has this light. The hermit is, carrying this lantern. And the hermit is also carrying a wand. Right. So both the lantern and the wand, the lantern, I think the lantern talks about that idea, that light, that new light at the end of the tunnel. And the tunnel, is obviously was a dark tunnel, but at the end of the tunnel, you have found some new light, some new vision. You probably have realized what you are doing wrong. You have got that inner clarity, right? Plus you also have this affirmation card over here. I see clearly. I see clearly. And if I turn this card around, I see, I willingly forgive. I breathe love into my vision. And I see with compassion and understanding. My clear insight is reflected in my outer sight. Right? So it again talks about that understanding, that clarity. Right? And I think that gels with this lantern in the hand of this hermit. Plus you have this straight wand, a straight and a very strong looking wand, right? The wand is that inner passion, that inner drive, right? So that inner determination. So it's like after that setback, you are now ready to turn around. You are now ready to mend. You are now ready to once again, what should I say? Once again, piece together, whatever had fallen apart, whatever has fallen apart, once again, mend it together, once again, piece it together, once again, bring it back to its former glory. Restore your losses, right? Turn around. And so, this seven of swords can also mean, some deception, not only from your point of view, in the sense that, your lack of planning, your unwise action, your not having thought through before, or maybe, some quick action on your part that may have, come back to bite you in a wrong way, right? Or it could also mean some act of deception by someone whom you trusted, maybe your business partner, maybe your colleagues, maybe someone from your inner circle, who may, and because of that, you have to probably suffer some loss, some setback. But you may have then spent some time to think through all that, and you may have done some introspection, and having done that, now you realize your mistake. You also realize, what was wrong, what you had done wrong earlier, what you need to correct, what you need to do differently. So that is that light, that is that vision, right? That is that clarity, inner clarity. So that's what it talks about over here. I see clearly now, right? My clear insight is reflected in my outer side. So having gained that inner insight, now you are prepared to step out once again. Right? And it's saying over here, the Moonology card, step out of your comfort zone, not node. Step out of your comfort zone and not node. Again, not node, rather than going into the astrological significance, I'm going to go about, when I look at the north node, I think about in our human body, our north node, our north is our head, right? So the north is also the plate of wisdom. That's where our wisdom, that's where our third eye resides. And the third eye, the north node, it all talks about getting that inner vision, getting that inner wisdom, right? And this card coming out below this affirmation message, which clearly said that talks about insight. My clear insight reflected in my outer sight. Now I see clearly. So this all kind of gels, and this all kind of makes sense. Plus it has come out beside the hermit card. So it's all about you realizing your past mistakes. It's all about you having learned from your past mistake and becoming all the more wiser, because people always learn from their mistakes, and that's why it is said that failure is the pillar to success. Our failures are not meant to put us down forever. Our failures are meant to make us more strong, meant to make us realize our follies, realize our mistakes, so that we don't repeat them, so that we can learn from them. So I think that is the message for you here, my group number 4, is that don't worry about the setback and who had caused that setback, whatever it was. As long as you have learned from that, and as long as now you are prepared to turn things around again, you are prepared to restore things again, you have learned from it, you have become all the more wiser, you have got that inner clarity that will be now reflected in your outer action. Now is the time for you to then again step out of your comfort zone and set out to rebuild things, set out to restore things, right? So now is the time. So this is the good time. So if you are coming across this reading right now, then the universe is reassuring you, you have done your homework, right? But now is the time for you to take that wisdom that you have achieved, and with that new vigor, new passion, step out of your comfort zone and set out and rebuild things. And finally, the universe is saying yes. That means, first of all, this is the right time. Don't linger anymore. Take that wisdom, take that whatever you have gained from that, through your introspection and by looking at the past. Now is the time for you to take it and set out again. Not only that, the universe is also assuring you that this will be success. If you do it right now, if whatever rebuilding, whatever restoration you're going to set out to do with this newfound wisdom, with this newfound vigor, it's going to pay off. Right? It is saying yes. It's a very reassuring message for you, my group number 4. So whenever you are coming across this reading, this firmly assures you that be firm in your resolve, learn from your past mistakes, open that third eye, and get that insight based on your past mistakes, based on past whatever setbacks you may have had to face, right? And now that you have become more stronger, you have become more wiser, you have got more clarity. Go out once again, and your past failure will pave the way for your future success. Right? So that's the message I have, my group number 4. And again, I think 4 also talks about foundation. 4 also talks about structure. I think that past failure may have laid the foundation for your future success, right? So I hope this resonates with you. I think I am going to close the reading over here. And again, as usual, if you do like my reading, don't forget to give me a like and subscribe to my channel and leave me a comment. I hope to see you in another reading in the future. For now, bye.